Great. Welcome to Digital Asset News, where we take the top stories in crypto and break them down into bite-sized pieces. So today, just as the thumbnail and the title suggest, we're going to take a look at probably one of the goofiest ads I've ever seen, but it was so powerful that it crashed Coinbase. So we'll take a look at the ad itself. We'll also take a look at, these were all ads from yesterday's Super Bowl. If you're not in the United States, every year NFL gets together and tries to figure out who is the greatest football team in the country. And of course, during that time, around 100 million people in America watch. So I'm going to tell you why I think that all of the ads actually were winners, even though some kind of sucked. And then lastly, we'll take a look at how Sunday Swap, the initial stake pool offering, or ISO, ends today, and how to claim your Sunday Swap rewards. And at the very end, we'll just get into your Q&A, so hold all the questions till the very end. We'll only take 5 questions because I'm trying to tighten this format up as much as possible. So keep your questions till the end, and I'll answer them all right there as best as I can. So real quick, just so you know, if you're watching the live stream, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. But if you're watching the replay, there's timestamps below. You can fast forward and go back to anything that you want to see. And then also just know that the news segment takes around 10 or 15 minutes, and the rest of it's just Q&A. But again, trying to keep this into 20 minutes or less. We'll see if I can do it. So before we get into all that, let's take a look at the market and just see where we actually are at right now. So all those great ads, and you would think that there would be, I don't know, just a little excitement in the air, maybe a little pump or a little push. No, not at all. And in actuality, let me blow this up so you can see it a little better. We went down almost a full percentage point to 1.9 trillion market cap. Bitcoin over 24 hours is holding steady. So no gain, no loss. What are you going to do? Ethereum's right below 3,000. Nothing's really changed. Let's see here. Anything? Wow. Dogecoin went down 6%, but that's Dogecoin. I mean, those meme coins, you can make a lot of money, but you can lose a lot of money. And that's not where I want to be here for the long haul. That's just me. But you can just see that nothing's really fantastic. There is an emergency Fed meeting going on today. Nobody knows what the heck is going on with that. So we'll just wait it out and see. I'm not even going to attempt to guess what they're going to do. If they're going to raise basis points by, I don't know, a quarter or a half or a 2, I have no idea. So I really am not interested in what's going to happen in the next day or 2. What I'm more focused on is what's going to happen in the next 2 to 5 years. So talking about that, let's take a look at this ad, which crashed Coinbase. And here's the thing. Yesterday, I'm in Puerto Rico. And I was talking to my friend, Big E. Big shout out to Big E. He's the guy that helps me over here in Puerto Rico. I'm like, hey, man, I didn't see like any of these commercials yesterday with FTX with Larry David. I didn't see the Coinbase one. I didn't see any of them. He's like, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you that when you're in Puerto Rico, they do a lot of local commercials and then mixed in with some nationalized commercials. So you may not have seen those all, and there's a way to get around that, but maybe next year. I was like, well, shoot. But I saw them all today, and this is what we have. So Coinbase's, let me blow this up again, site and app shut down briefly on Sunday following an influx of interest from its NFL Super Bowl ad, though the site and app are back online and functional as normal. So first of all, let me just say this. If you're new to crypto, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Just know that for as long as I've been in crypto, Coinbase crashes. Coinbase crashes because they can never handle the load. I don't know why. I mean, they've only had 7 years to figure it out. I know it takes a while, and I commend them for putting everybody on, but I'm like, are you serious? You can't handle the load of what's going to happen here. Maybe it's just growing pains, but it is kind of disturbing when you put an ad and you spend $14 million as far as what Coinbase did, and good job on that ad, by the way. But there's parts of it that you could have probably improved on, because we want people who are coming in to feel a little bit safe because they've already heard the horror stories. So it'd be nice if when they come to the website of the app, that it's up and functioning and running all the time, so they don't feel like, wow, I don't know if I should really put my money here. Can't even stay open for the commercials. That's just me being negative. Sorry. So let's talk about some positive, shall we? Coinbase's platform app were temporarily forced offline on Sunday after it's debuted its $14 million ad. Again, it's a great ad. This is the ad. Watch this. It's 60 seconds. And all it is this. It's a floating QR code. That's all it is. There's no like, click here or check this out. It's just for 60 seconds. It just floats around. Maybe there's something at the end. I'm not for sure. Oh, yeah. Coinbase. And then look at that. It's like this total retro style. And if you can see right here, yeah, it's just amazing. So I think it's genius, because what people did is here's the thing, because of our ability to use our phones these days, any restaurant you go to, what do you got to do? Usually in a lot of places, not every place, but you have to use your QR scanner, and you can scan it so you get the menu. So people know how to do that now. Before COVID, I never used my QR scanner, honestly. Maybe like check some prices. But so if you have like a floating QR code, it doesn't say anything about what it is or anything else, which is pretty ballsy, I'll be honest with you. And then once you scan it, it goes to this website. Let me bring this up so you can actually see it better. Let's talk more Bitcoin. And this ad crashed Coinbase. Not only did it crash Coinbase, the app itself, the Coinbase app on Google Play and iOS, it went up from the 86th ranked app to the 2nd ranked app on all of the platforms. So just because of this floating QR code, which is amazing that this worked out, slightly genius, they went up that much and it crashed the app. So I think that would be called a winner. So the mishap calls into questions Coinbase stability. We talked about that. The issue did last just a couple minutes, has since been resolved. And then Coinbase's chief product officer, Surjit Chatterjee, nailed it, tweeted Sunday that Coinbase had experienced more traffic than it had ever encountered, resulting in engineers having to throttle traffic. So I got to tell you, maybe if you're Brian Anderson, you're looking at this, you're like, I don't know if it's going to work. We'll just see how it goes. And then, it crashes the whole site because it's just so powerful. Maybe you could have put some more things into, but I will say this, at least they had the engineers on standby to be able to throttle the traffic. And then of course there was that one, which I think was one of the big winners. And this one, people were giving a lot of guff about this FTX commercial. I thought it was great. It's Larry David, and he's going through history. Like in this one, he's like, the wheel, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I use that? And then in this one, guy's like, hey, how about using a fork? He's like, I got 10 forks right here. He's holding up his fingers. And then you got somebody here for the toilet. And he's like, why would I go inside? I can go outside. I'm not an animal. And then on and on. Coffee, the dishwasher. This one was really funny. Voting, Constitution, the light, and all these different things that people would say would never happen, like going to the moon. And Larry David's like, it's never going to happen, never going to happen, never going to happen, never happen. And then at the very end, someone sent him and he's like, hey, you should get into crypto. He's like, I'm never wrong about this stuff. It'll never go anywhere. Pretty good video, pretty good commercial. Also, crypto exchange, crypto.com featured a skip with LeBron James where he goes back in time and tells him about like what he should get into. eToro did something, whatever. And then Canadian exchange BitBuy ran an ad with Kyle Lowry, and that was pretty funny. And Facebook and TurboTax did marketing buys, also touched on crypto. And the one from BitBuy was pretty funny. I liked that. I liked it. It was pretty good. So these are all things, and this is why I think that they're all winners. So you have to understand that in marketing or anything else, it's not an immediate like, okay, now I get it and I'm going to get into crypto. I mean, sometimes it works like that, but there's a reason why. How long has Coca-Cola has been around? For roughly a century, but yet you see ads for Coke everywhere just to keep that in the public consciousness. There are ads that you will see again. If you're on Facebook, which I never go on anymore, you'll see ads again and again and again. I used to do marketing a long time ago for stem cell research companies. And I will just tell you that the way to get into people, to actually them to get it into their thick heads, is that they have to see some type of ad marketing or some kind of space 7 to 10 times before they actually get it and decide to buy. So for all these different things here, I think they're all winners because it gets in the public consciousness in a very big way. Again, the Super Bowl is usually watched by 100 million people just in America. I don't know, outside America, I don't think people are really interested into football, not soccer. But again, I think it's one of those things where everybody that was involved, probably a pretty good win. And we did a story about this yesterday, where 40% of people who were advertising had never advertised before for this Super Bowl. And a lot of them was technology, automotive. I saw a lot of automotive and travel. And I think the automotive ones is because it was all EV, electric vehicles. So let me know what you think about that in the comments section. I thought it was a pretty good night. And I know some people didn't like it, but I thought it was good. Anyhow, that's what we got. Let's move on to Sunday Swap. So Sunday Swap, if you're not familiar, first of all, Sunday Swap is ending today, the 14th, roughly, I think it's like it's 21:45, 9:45 p.m. UTC, which is 5:45 p.m. here in Puerto Rico time, 4:45 p.m. in Eastern time, and then like 12:45 Pacific. But this is ending, but I see some problems in Cardano, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But I just need everybody to realize that today is the last day for the initial stake offering is done as of February 5th, or sorry, the 5th round, February 14th, 21:45 UTC. So what does that mean? That means you can take your Cardano, not on any exchange, but in your own personalized wallet, self-custody wallet like Daedalus, Yoroi, Ada Lite, and then NAMI. You can delegate that to one of the stake pools. D-News is one of them. You can find that out over at danteachescrypto.com, 100% free website. Shill. And you can go there and you can delegate your ADA. And then you will get ADA rewards and also Sunday Swap. And you need to do that before this time frame. If you want to, it's up to you. But this is the big thing. And we already touched on this a couple of days ago. I just want to make sure everybody knows. So this is from Sunday Swap. They're going to announce how to claim your Sunday rewards because it's not an airdrop, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. What it's going to be is there's a website called Drip Drops. Is a token distribution faucet built by stake pool operators. You're able to visit the website, enter their wallet's receiver or stake address, and see which token rewards are eligible for. So here's how to do it. I link this in the description so you can find this. Go to Drip Drops website, and it looks like this right here. Paste your wallet that you're using for wherever you delegate your ADA. Me personally, I use Daedalus all the time. So just paste in your receive address. Drip Drops will create the blockchain, display the tokens your wallet's qualified to receive. Please choose a Sunday token, then claim it. Just so you know, you're going to have to pay for that. 1.3 ADA will be returned to you. 1.7 ADA will be used to pay the fees. So that's like a total of 3 Cardano. Not too bad because Cardano's only worth $1 now. These were $3. Now it's not. But if you don't want to pay the fee, just wait. And the team over at Sunday Swap will figure out a way to get them to you free of charge. You'll have 1 year to claim your reward. So real quick, this is what it looks like. You just go to dripdrops.io, click on the drip it, stick in your wallet, and then click check my drops. I don't know if it's going to work because I've already done this. Check my drops. And when I did it, there was like, yeah, cool. First of all, I'm not even staked at Meld token anymore, or the Meld pool. I don't know why it's up there. But you're going to see a boatload of these things come up. And most of them, I don't even know what they are. But apparently I can get them, but I think they're all worthless. That's just me. Correct me in the comment section. But you just find Sunday Swap, which isn't available yet, and you just click on them up to 5, whatever. And then you click, I agree. And then you click on claim right here underneath there. And then when you claim it, you just pay your fee. But I'm going to show you something that really concerns me. It kind of concerns me. So I did that already, right? And I got the Wolf token, Cheddar, Drip, and Soul. I paid about 4 ADA. I got 1.93 returned. Total cost was blah, blah, blah. But I want you to notice something here. Withdraw was successfully processed. Let me blow this up. your tokens will arrive in your wallet as soon as possible. Please allow up to 72 hours for processing due to chain congestion before submitting a trouble ticket. I did this yesterday, still haven't seen them. That's the truth. So, I'll just say this. Let me get this out of here. That's a bummer. And I think as powerful or as good as any layer 1 solution is, we're going to all need layer 2s. That's what it is. Now, I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments section. But it seems like without the use of Hydra and the more congestion that we get for Cardano, simply there's more and more congestion, the longer and longer it takes. Now, right now, 2 Cardano isn't anything. 1 Cardano isn't a big deal, right? But let's say it goes up to where people think it could go. Let's just imagine for a second. Don't hate me, but let's just say it goes to $3 again. It's all-time high, or even 5, or maybe as some people say, maybe up to 10, which is a pretty hellacious market cap. But let's just say it's at 10. So if it's 10 and you have to pay $2.80 to get out, that's $20 just to move things around. $20. So even if people are like, yeah, it's not that much now. Well, it's not now. Well, what about later? And if you got congestion now with Sunday Swap, what's going to happen when we start to go global? Again, there's a lot of things going on with IOHK that I'm not privy to because no one wants to come on my show. Just saying, from IOHK. But it just seems like there's a lot of congestion going on, and we see that with Sunday Swap. And we knew it was going to be congested. I even said it's going to be congested. Actually, Sunday Swap says it's going to be congested, and it definitely was. Thing is that now we see just how congested it can be. Let me just think about that in the comments section. And then lastly, I will just say this. There is this pretty cool thing that they brought up, and it could be pretty good. It's called the reverse ISO. Now, initially, D-News was not selected for this stake pool offering. And I told everybody, hey, if you want to get Sunday Swap tokens, you need to get off my lawn. You need to get out of my stake pool because I can't give you anything. And it wasn't a great business move. I mean, for me to have everybody leave the stake pool, but I'm not here for that. I'm here for everybody in the community to get what they want and deserve and their needs. So I said, hey, just leave my pool and go to these 30. And now there was a lot of congestion, so D-News got picked up, our stake pool. Great. So we were one of the 40. Now they're like, hey, here's the thing. If you want to, the reverse ISO is we want you to delegate to people who have less or one pool only. And if you do that, we're going to give you some Sunday Swap tokens. That's pretty cool. Right now, D-News has 2 stake pools. They're not filled. One is like 80%, the other one is 50%. And the only reason we did that is because we thought that the threshold was going to be lower, but we're not even filled. But regardless, if you don't want to delegate to a pool that has like 20 pools, then maybe you should do this ISO reversal and go to a different pool which only has 1 pool, and that's up to you. So I linked that in the description as well. You can check that out. And that's it for today. So look, right now, that concludes today's news. I want to say thanks for stopping by. Thumbs up, consider subscribing, all that great stuff. Look, if you've been here for a while, you've made it all the way to the end and you're not subscribed, why not subscribe? Fun times. And that's all we got for this. So this will end the news part. Let's get into your Q&A, and we'll do that for 5 minutes and we'll get out of here. All right. Let me get rid of this. Q&A. Gary Wu, good point. Sunday Swap's a lot faster now compared to 2 weeks ago. That's true. 2 weeks ago was awful. You couldn't do anything. Still does take a long time. Tell me how much Litecoin sucks. I don't care. Litecoin doesn't suck. I mean, I just don't see the point of it and why people are investing into it. I know they say it's the silver to gold, Bitcoin's gold, but I don't know what it does. James is the shill boy and Rob is the ADA shill boy. What? I cannot believe you would tell me that. That's king of the shill. That's what's up. All right, so let's see. Everdome is printing. Yeah, Everdome looks like a pretty good project. What's your favorite crypto at this point? Bitcoin. Safest bet out of the most volatile assets. So there's our first question. So TMO says, why do people keep talking down Cardano? Why they hate? I have no hate, but I have to tell you that these are the things that concern me right now. And it's not like every single layer one doesn't have their problems. Solana is more centralized than you can possibly imagine. That's my personal opinion. There's a ton of VCs. Me and James go around. Me and James talk about this. He thinks that VCs are totally necessary. I don't think they're that much necessary. Work pretty well for Cardano. Then you have the whole thing with scalability. Can you scale? Some can and some can't. Then you have the problem with the safety, because that should be the most paramount thing. Take all those together. Every single layer one has a problem with one of those issues. And it's not for me to be a moon boy and chant to everything like, this is the greatest thing of all time. I talk about the things that do well, things that I invest into because I am biased, but I will also tell you the problems that are around the corner. And I think that is what gives us my channel. I try to be a little bit more balanced. So another question. This is the third question. I take the D news before the second ISO. Will I get my Sunday swap token? Yes, you will, but you just have to do that process. You can either pay drip drops or you can wait for Sunday swap to come out with the way they do that. That's a good one. Fourth question. Can you create a poll to find out who recently joined crypto? Because yes, I can. And you know what? I did a poll about a month ago where I asked how far back you went into for a crypto. And over like 5,000 people did it. This is on Twitter. Follow me over there at News Asset. And 45% had gotten into crypto in 2021. 45%, 35% in 2020. And the rest were like before that. So the majority of people that watch this channel, vast majority, have just gotten in. So that's why I say, like, I know it's tough now, but just stick around. I've been in since 2017, and all I have to do, I can't tell you what to do, is just dollar cost average and wait. It's pretty boring, but it's pretty works pretty well. And then there's one more. Okay, this will be the last one. We'll get out of here. How was the Super Bowl party? Great. Ate too much, drank too much. Do you think this will help the crypto market with all these ads? Yes, and I explained why before. Some of the ads aren't the greatest. Some ads were awesome. It doesn't matter. You have to get this into people's heads over and over and over again before they actually get it. I heard about Bitcoin at least 20 times before I actually bought one. So that's how it is. Now look where we're at today. All right, so that's it. So look, everybody, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you like today's video, thumbs up, subscribe. If you made it this far, you should be subscribed. Why not? And then if you're watching the replay, I'll put in 2 more videos. We'll talk about the one recently, then maybe something else on the other side. That's it. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. And I'll see you on the next one. Adios.